Welcome to Coding Knowledge, and here we discuss on Angular interview with example. What is Angular CLI and list of commands used while working with Angular projects? Angular CLI is a command line interface to scaffold and build Angular apps using Node.js style modules. What are the important commands used in Angular CLI while working in Angular projects? We need to install Angular CLI using below npm command. For latest Angular version, npm install at angular/CLI at latest. For specific version, npm install at angular/CLI at version number. For example, version is 16.0.1. Below are the list of useful commands while creating Angular projects. Creating new project. ngNew. Generating components, directives, and services. ngGenerate/g. ngGenerate class myNewClass. Add a class to your application. ngGenerate component myNewComponent. Add a component to your application. ngGenerate directive myNewDirective. Add a directive to your application. ngGenerate enum myNewEnum. Add an enum to your application. ngGenerate module myNewModule. Add a module to your application. ngGenerate pipe myNewPipe. Add a pipe to your application. ngGenerate service myNewService. Add a service to your application. Running the project, ngserve. Difference between Constructor and ngOninit? And what are the importance of using it, and in what scenario Constructor and ngOninit are used? Constructor. It is a default method of the class that is executed when the class is instantiated and ensures proper initialization of fields in the class and its subclasses. Angular, or better dependency injector, analyzes the constructor parameters, and when it creates a new instance by calling newMyClass, it tries to find providers that match the types of the constructor parameters, resolves them, and passes them to the constructor. In ngOninit, it is a lifecycle hook called by Angular to indicate that Angular is done creating the component. Mostly we use ngOninit for all the initialization/declaration and avoid stuff to work in the constructor. Note: the constructor should only be used to initialize class members. So you should use constructor to set up dependency injection and not much else. ngOninit is better place to start. It's where / when components bindings are resolved. Give an example of constructor and ngOninit. Write an Angular example by writing code. ngOninit is called after the constructor and called after the first ngOn changes. For example, while call to HTTP method, constructor is called first time before the ngOninit. Example: class named app implements onInit. Inside constructor method called with parameter myService. Then ngOninit method called after constructor method called inside class named app. Thanks for watching Coding Knowledge, and stay tuned for more upcoming Angular videos.